Hello, welcome back to the second episode of beating every level Nepesta got on his Extreme Demon Roulette. Today I beat Molten Mercury, and yeah, it was alright. It was a interesting level. I'll get to that when I actually start going through the level in practice mode. But for this episode, I realized I forgot to include a bunch of stuff in the first one. So for some clarifications, I'm doing this with two friends, and any levels that any three of us had already beaten will not be beaten again for the series or anything like that. And you can see there will be a spreadsheet in the description if you want to look at which levels we'd already beaten. There will be 3 checked off, well 2, not going to give away the third one yet, but the 2 I did were Cold Sweat and now Molten Mercury. All the rest that are checked off on there were already completed by one of us before the series was made into a thing. And also, I would like to include the original list placements and current list placements of the levels I do. So for Cold Sweat, it was originally number 7 on the list, and when I beat it, I think it was like number 136, so big change there. And Molten Mercury was originally number 143, and it is now number 700. So less drastic of a change, but definitely still a big change. And yeah, that should cover it there. Oh yeah, Nepesta also got Molten Mercury at 11%, I believe. Yeah, Nepesta got Molten Mercury at 11% in his roulette. So yeah, just figured I'd include that as well as a little detail. Alright, and let's get to the practice run. Alright, so the first major thing to note with this level is the choke points. This level is very choke point based. A lot of the gameplay is very easy. Like, not even Extreme Demon, I would say. This is like the first hard part, kind of, this ship here, because it just blacks out there for some reason. So it's really hard to know what momentum you're gonna have going into this little straight fly here, but it's not that bad. I mean, it gets consistent. And then here, this wave is the first major choke point for me. I don't know if it's just me being bad at wave, but this wave was super inconsistent until like the very end, and then I started passing it every time, which makes sense for a level this difficulty, but I still found it a little bit strange that it was so hard. And this robot is also kind of terrible, to be honest, but again, it gets consistent just because it's not that hard. But like, there's so many weird ways you can die in this robot. First of all, these clicks all being micro clicks is kind of just ridiculous. And then like, you can click this pink orb far enough that you hit this spike as well, which is just not something that I enjoy dying to. But it's really not that bad once you get used to it. And then this UFO is like 2 stars, like it's really easy. Not actually 2 stars, but you know. And then the drop here, again, it's just choke points. Like, those are all pretty much all buffers. And then you have like, okay, I'm fluking it all, but let me go back here. So this first click is really the only hard click. It's not a wave. You have that wave. Well, okay, no, that's not true, because these 3 orbs are like super setup based. There is a block you land on here, but it's so easy to like do that, yeah, where you're too high, and then it just becomes way more difficult to do this UFO click and live. And then this wave is a huge choke point, super awkward part. Then it becomes really easy again, because if you just have slight upward momentum going into this cube portal, it's a buffer. Jump out of it. So it makes it really easy. These clicks, this first click is a buffer, and then these clicks are all not that bad. That ship is kind of hard a little bit. And then you enter wave choke point land here. You have first this way. Oh, I have my progress bar off. There you go. You have this wave first, which is just like kind of ridiculous. And then you have this wave, which is also pretty ridiculous. Super awkward, this one. And then you can skip the first 2 clicks of that UFO, it's pretty nice. Or the first two portal clicks. And then I just fluked it, but this wave is also really hard mainly because of the second input here, because just the way these blocks are oriented, you have to do like a near half gap there, a near half gap here, or just let go somewhere in the middle, and it's really hard, to be honest. I died there 3 times from 0. And then this part's like all super easy clicks, except this wave and this transition. This ship transition is super weird, because you have to hold into it, but just because of how the ship transitions work, it's like the momentum is really strange. It can't really be shown unless you play it. And then this ending is honestly kind of good. I think it's fair for the most part. This wave looks really scary, but it's not that bad. And then this last ship is actually quite scary as well. And something I noticed is, depending on where you land on the slope, you can get like a different launch off the top slope. You can get this one, which is the ideal one, where you get like extra time up there. But there is a way where you just get launched really low and will die. I can't seem to get it to happen here, but it is a thing that can happen. So that's it. Yeah, much shorter practice run than the cold sweat one. But yeah, this level overall it's okay. I think it being so choke point carried kind of makes it not fun to play from zero really at all for the most part. But if you can get over the choke point carriedness of it, I think it can be fun. The gameplay's fine, minus the choke points. And I mean, the level looks fine too. It's nothing really super egregiously wrong with it. I just personally didn't like the balancing. So yeah, that'll be all. Okay, nice. That was pretty painless today, that's good. 1949, I think it took 2K. Yeah. 2012, I think it was. Alright. Cool. I didn't really like that level, but I don't know. It's fine, I guess. The balancing is terrible, but what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna rate it. Alright.